Yeah, it looked like one to me. Alright guys, it took a few days, but we've already picked up a raccoon in this live trap. Yep, he's trying to hide from us. Alright guys, there's that live raccoon we just caught. We got another one right here in a snare. We're fixing to try to fumble. We ain't got a catch pole. I took it out of the side by side and forgot to put it back in, so we're fixing to fumble around this coon. Try not to get ate up too much and get him in this trap. Try to get him back out here. Come up here on. Get around behind him and run him back this way.
And just undo the snare and push him in the ring bites you.
Here, take that and cut that snare cable. And no baby, as long as you can.
As long as I can. Hey, you ready? Main snare cable.
Yeah, hang on to it once you cut it.
I lost it. Okay, here.
I don't want to go on the opportunity yet.
Stand it back up on its end and open it up. Shake that cone down in it.
Trying to figure out how to open it.
There's a ring by your finger still. Other side, yep.
Okay, Chris.
Alright, bring them cutters over here so we can get the snare off of them. You want to... Right here. You got the door open on
Got
that
the
cage?
door open on top.
Here we go. Don't even think I can wear my shirt again.
I don't even think nobody's bleeding.
That went well.
Yeah, I did. I wasn't expecting it to go as well as it did.
They're even fighting each other.
Uh,
Not yet.
well, let's go check these snares. All right, good morning, guys. So we're out here, corner of this field, and check on our sets. So we caught the skunks. Had a skunk caught the last 2 days. Right here, trap still sit there. So what I've done, I brought one of them skunk carcasses with me down here where we got this log set. And we had a miss here, and I just reset the trap, didn't rebait it. It's been 3 or 4 days, I guess, since that happened. But I'm gonna take this skunk, cut it in half, and we're gonna shove some of this skunk carcass back up into that log and see if we can get that cat's attention back to us. Pull him apart. Here's a leg off of him. Alright, here we go. We're just gonna shove that front part of that skunk back up in that log. There's some of his liver right there. We're just gonna take and we're gonna push some of those leaves back up there. Right here's a trap, and just block it down with that stick right there, like that right there, and there we go, guys. add to it. Let's step over and we'll put the other part of him in that trash can and cover it up. And step over and check Lauren's set. Alright, trap's still right here in this bed. Guys, if you'll notice, I didn't just chunk that whole carcass in there. I want to quarter it up, cut it into pieces on the ground. But I want to quarter him up into pieces. So there's a leg. We'll twist this leg out. And the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want that whole carcass to be in there. Him come up here, miss our trap, grab the carcass and run off with it. Even if he does get a piece of it, he's going to come back 3 times to get all of it. And that just gives us a better chance of getting caught. Right there's the trap. I grabbed that cable and pulled it out. I'm just going to grab some leaves and sticks and block it down the way we want to. Right there. Grab some more leaves and throw in there and cover that carcass up. I'll step over here and check on Lauren's set real quick. Got some more sets put in over at that next property, so anxious to get over and get it checked this morning. Not seeing any kind of ground disturbance here, so Lauren's trap's still going to be in the bed right there, just over this. Go step over and then right beside that tree. Cable stretched over here and anchored. All right, I'll see you guys over at the next property here in a little bit. All right, guys, so made it over here to this other farm. As we were pulling out leaving yesterday, the farmer backed an excavator over here, or backhoe with a bucket. But anyway, farmer got over here and dug this dam out. This is where we put the dam, the cement stick on it, and had the stakes cross anchored up here. So that's going to lower the water level out in this swamp. A lot of these traps are going to be a lot lower or higher in the water. The water's going to go down. But anyway, I wanted to stop here and show you guys that. Clean this drain out, getting the corner of this field drained out. But anyway, we're going to ease up through here and should have the critters moving with that water going down. We're going to get up here and get everything's checked this morning. Alright, so here's this next set up this ditch. So we've got the 330 down here underneath that log. It looks like those beavers had come back in here and clogged it up. Actually don't look like the water levels fell too much in here. But we got this little hole right here on top. You can see there's a little dirt trail goes around the edge of the water. It's got a little 450 anchored right there, double cross staked up here on top. Anyway, I'm gonna ease down here, double check this 330. May just go ahead and pull that thing completely out of there. Looks like they keep coming in, throwing some debris on it, so they're gonna keep it clogged up. There ain't no needing to be in there. Almost looks like there may be a bank den. The water has dropped here a little bit. It looks like there may be a run that goes underneath that little point right there. I'm gonna get down there, stick my foot in it, step off in it. If that is the case, we'll drop that 330 in that little hole going under there. Anyway, let me step down here and see. That trap's actually tripped where they were pulling that debris and stuff up to it. They shoved it into that trap and it went off. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and pull this completely out of here and get it out of the way. step over here real quick and see if that is the hole going under there. Or not. Yeah, definitely is. So we're going to take that 330. That hole's going to go right under here like this right here. Across this corner. And you take this 330 and set it down in that hole right there. Bet that hole's going to come out right here. Let's check on this side. No, maybe be a bank den up in here. I don't know if it's going to go all the way through or not, but it comes right up in here. I bet there's a hollow spot, bank den right here. I'm gonna grab the setters and we're gonna get it stuck over in that hole. Find that hole right here again with our foot. Right there's. It's right there. We want that trap sitting right there in front of it, centered. Just like that right there. Grab a couple of sticks here. I'll just anchor that thing in there. Alright, I got one top corner of the trap caught there in the spring. Come over to this other side and find that corner. Alright guys, that's got that trap secured right in that hole. And the only thing left to do is to anchor it right here. Alright, here we go. So, had that trap set right there in that run. They kept messing with it. Found this bank den right here. Now we got that 330 in that bank den. Alright, well, set and ready to catch one. Tries to go up in there. Let's keep on moving. Alright guys, let's check this cat set right here. We made out of that pipe. It's still going to be set and everything like we left it. I noticed we did have a catch right over here in this 110 that Charlie put in this ditch. It's not going to be what we were after, I don't believe, but we got us some more bait for them cat sets. Pretty good size rabbit right there, and something's come along and ate a good part of it. I wonder if we got anything in this. May have something in this 1.5. Nope, it's still sit there, so the water levels dropped in here from them breaking that down. But tell you what we're gonna do, we're gonna readjust this 1.5 now that water's dropped, and we're gonna put it right on that drain pipe. It's almost completely clogged up, but we can see a little trail going up from the water through that drain pipe. So we're gonna swap this 1.5 over there. We're gonna get that 110 reset there, and yeah, get everything else checked. All right guys, so here's a remake. We just had that rabbit caught in this 110. We just got it set right back in that trail, and then we're gonna take this rabbit here. We're going to use it for bait around as we go around this morning in our bobcat sets. And then we just moved that slide wire and that 1.5 right there at the bottom of that bottom of that run. So that 1.5's just sitting right there. We got that slide wire coming out here into deeper water, so it'll get caught. Gonna slide out here and drown. You can see that trail going right up into that hole. But anyway, we're gonna. All right, guys. So here's the hole. We've had a catch every day in this hole. Actually, this right here is the hole that we had the 2 possums caught, and then yesterday when we come around, I'm not for sure I got video of it, but we had a skunk caught in this hole right here, just like we got a skunk caught in that hole right there. What we did, we caught this skunk. He sprayed a little bit, so we ended up just turning that into a cat set. We just, well, a different kind of set. We got that hole right there. We threw some bait up in it and got our foothold bedded right here on top, thinking that possibly one of those cats would want to come over here and investigate that skunk smell. So we just moved that conibear up to that next hole and got a skunk in it this morning. So good deal. So we're going to get him taken care of, get him out of there, get it set right back in that hole, and keep moving, see what else we can see this morning. Alright guys, so there's a remake. Just got that skunk out of there, got that 160 back guarding that hole. He did spray. We got quite a bit of blood down in there. We got his essence down in there, and got that foothold set right over there. So I believe we're just going to keep continuing to catch at these holes. But anyway, I'm going to keep on moving around and see what else we can see this morning. All right guys, we're right here where we got this field set with some snares. Just got a carcass pile out in the middle of it, and then got snares set on the trails out through it. This right here is where we picked that raccoon up yesterday in that snare. We didn't reset it back, so we got this carcass pile just out in the middle of this field and got 4 snares sitting around it. I just brought the scrapings that I had from the shop. We're going to add to our pile, and then we're just going to loop around and check those snares, make sure they're still standing and don't need to be emptied out. All right guys, so nothing in those snares. Said water's dropped a little bit in here, either that or those animals come in and clogged up the other side of that little run. I think the water may have dropped. But anyway, I'm gonna check this trap here. It's still set. I'm gonna step across here. There's a dam right up here Josh hung a snare on yesterday. Let's get over it. Check that snare. So we just got this little dam across here, and snare's gone. Cable stretched across here, wrapped up there a little bit. Let's pull it up here and see what we might have on there. Definitely got a mess tangled up in that brush. Whatever it is still alive, I do believe. I believe it's going to be a beaver. Let's see if we can get him out of here and look at him. There he is. He's going to be a beaver there, guys. Pretty good sized beaver. Got him snared around the head, just about idea. All right, I'm gonna get him taken care of. moving. Alright guys, there's it. These snares, very seldom when you make a catch are you able to reuse that snare. But what you can do is reuse all the parts of that snare, make you a new one. Just need new cable. The cable's kinked up. I didn't bring another snare with me to replace this one. I'm not going to walk back down here to do it. But you can tell that cable's all kinked up. That's not going to function as a snare anymore. So I'll take the cable, make ground anchors with it, use all my parts of the snare, make me a new snare. Alright, I'm going to get this all taken down and get that beaver to the mule. We're going to check in with you down at the other corner here in a minute. Hopefully we got a catch or two down there. Alright guys, got us another cow here on this snare on the log. Down here. This one went the other direction after he got caught. He got up there and fell off that log, but anyway, got him caught right around the neck as well. I'm gonna get him pulled up out of there. Just gonna set that snare right back here where we had it. There he is, another young one looks like. But good deal. Just gonna undo that snare here from our split ring and get this new one attached to it and get it hung back up there, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. There we go guys, there's that remake. He's got it there. When he walks down it, he's gonna have to go through it. That's gonna be a female there. And yep, we'll see if can pick up another one at this spot. Alright, so that dirt hole in that snare there on that corner is still set. He's down here and take a look at this log. We're going to take what's left of that rabbit and that other skunk carcass that I brought, and we're going to shove both of them up in this log where we got that cat set at. Let's look right here. Like that, something's happened here. Trap is tripped right there again. There's going to be another deer too, guys. You can see the See the deer tracks right here in that trap. Same thing happened yesterday. I don't believe I showed it, but this trap was tripped. The chain was pulled tight that time across the log. And we can see fresh deer tracks. And then I honestly do believe when we come back in here, we can see even fresher bobcat and coyote tracks. So I think what happened is that deer come through first last night, tripped this trap, and then we had a cat and a coyote come right over the top of it as well. Of course, didn't get them because we didn't have a set here. So one thing we can help, one thing we could do, and I may go ahead and do it, since this is the second morning in a row this has been tripped, we're going to set this trap back, and we go right over there on that other side and put another set, or maybe even on back a little bit past that log, or right there at the end of that little piece of log there. But nothing at all hurts to put 2 sets in right here. Check these, throw these carcasses up in that log. And foothold still set, snare still hung right there. So we're just going to take both of these and shove them back in there pretty good ways. It's gonna be everything over here this morning. I do believe. So I'm gonna go get side by side loaded up, get back to the house. Got a steer to take to the butcher this afternoon. Got to get ready to sell some fur this weekend, so I'm gonna work on that after I get that steer dropped off. But we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, beautiful morning, everybody. We got us a dry land catch on an otter there in the foothold. We're just at this crossover. Picked up several otters here this year. Just originally started off with a snare right there, swapped it out for that foothold, and picked up that one that had been avoiding us. And get right over here, and we got this otter caught in this foothold. So good deal. Got that snare just right down here at the bottom of it. Anyway, I'm gonna get him taken care of, and yeah, keep moving this morning. All right, guys, so this is where Charlie made the mink set on the bottom of that tree, and then yesterday I got over here and moved it over here to this hole, and we got that raccoon in it this morning. 110 still set right there. Let's step over and check this cat set real quick while we're here. See nothing moving around there. Track is still going to be in the bed. Stretch right around there. Alright, I'll take care of this coon. Get that reset, move on around, check some more.
Nasty.
Alright, guys, so this is where they pulled the dam out. Showed you that dam 3-4 days ago, and then 2 days ago they come in with the excavator, dug this dam out. Yesterday when I come by, it was still open. So this is what they done last night. They pulled all these limbs and stuff in here, building this dam back. We'll come back tomorrow, we'll have some mud pushed in here, pack that down. It'll just keep repeating that process, limbs and mud and limbs and mud, until they get it built back up. To set this up, I mean, they're in here working every night. You know, they're coming in this area, just come in here and throw in 3 or 4 castor mounds all down through here and try to pick them up as they're coming in working on this dam every night. But anyway, just want to show you guys that. We're going to ease our way around here, check those sets we got on the other side over there. There's a snake up in there? Oh, yeah, I'll be dang. Alright, guys, so we were driving down through here and seen this little patch of dirt. I actually saw a muskrat swimming right in here. we stopped to look and you can see those muskrat tracks all up in here, all around this pipe. Coming up on top of that pipe right there where Josh's hand is. Right over here there's a hole where they're going back up in there beside the pipe. We just placed a 110 right there. We're going to come right over here on this other side where this little dirt comes in. We're just going to create a shelf right there where it meets the water. We're going to place this 1.5 in it right there.
That's where he went in right there.
There's another hole. We just got this 1.5 rigged up on a little piece of slide wire. We'll anchor it up here on the top end where we're going to set the trap on a little shelf Josh created right there.
Josh can't do nothing if he ain't got his knee with him there to set on.
I'm just going to take another anchor, go out there in that deeper water. Anchor it. Yeah, just like them beaver rods, that'll only slide one direction. Alright, that'll work. Alright guys, we're back here at our log. Yeah, that one's still bedded there. But we got a catch over here on this end foothold. Picked up a raccoon there this morning. Just had it on the end of this log as a secondary to that snare up in there. Snare's still hanging. But got that raccoon all tangled up in that foothold this morning. So we're going to get him taken care of and get that trap just set right back here at the foot of that log and see if we can't pick up another one. All right, good morning guys. So I'm out running Josh's line with him. This is actually going to be our last day we're pulling traps this morning. Just Josh is going to have a few set, probably leave this set close to his house. I've got a few there where I'm trying to pick up a cow to get on the dead cow. I'll leave that set for a while. We're pulling everything in between us. We've been working together. But anyway, get here this morning. He basically just got a crossover coming across here, and he hung a snare up on both sides of that trail. Get here this morning, got a good sized beaver there just waiting on us. Come get him out of that snare. But
Ain't a good size one. I've been trying to catch in the snares for a while. Go ahead and get that.
all right, guys. Well, you can tell he's wore out. Oh, there he goes. We'll see you on down the line this morning. All right, guys. So yesterday afternoon we were just out scouting, and we just wanted to drive around this flooded field right here all the way down to the end. We can drive our truck around it, and on the other side there's just a levee road, and right behind it's a big drainage ditch. So we knew there was going to be some crossovers on it, and neat little spot over there. When we get over there I'll show you. All those critters are using it really to find trails. We got some sets in. We got this high bank dump right here. It drops off into this field and all this grass, thicket, briars, sage grass. It's a good spot. Those cats like to hunt it. And we got 3 or 4 down there where Josh is at. We got a couple of traps, 2 traps right on 2 different trails close by, side by side. and another trap down this way on this trail, just blind set on the trail. Right up here yesterday we saw this little mink trail going through these briars right here on the top. It curves and goes under there. Rabbit, mink, just some smaller critters, but we put a 110 in it right there. But anyway, we're gonna drive over there. I'll show you that pipe over there. We got a snare, a 160, a foothold, maybe one more set over there, but I'll show you when we get over there and show you those trails. Perfect location to set. All right, guys, so here's that big ditch here. Just got this drainage pipe underneath here. You can see it coming over here to this drain, and the boards are still in it holding the water. But when we got here yesterday, we were looking for a crossover, and anytime you got one of these drain pipes, it's a good place to stop and get out and look. So we come in here, just got this little crossover coming out of this field. We got a foothold right down here at the bottom of it. Come over to this side and got a heck of a heavy trail that the otters are using. Right down here, you can just follow it right down the side of this ditch, and it drops off, goes right down into the water. And we've got a snare hung up right there, just that clump of grass is over the trail. There's a snare about the size of my fist, just right there in that hole. You can see that trail going straight down to the water. We know it's otter because it's coming out of the water. Get up here and we got scat on top. We got a catch right there where Josh is at. You know, we just seen this trail, another real heavy trail right here, drops off straight down. And a raccoon decided to use it last night. Had a 160 just standing there in it. So you guys seen that water running? Josh pulled one of those boards over here, and that's going to let some of that water drain off that field. Any beaver in the area, they're going to not like this running water. They're going to come up here and try to stop that water. Chances are this field, there's really nothing out here. It's just flooded for duck hunters. You can see the pit out in the middle of it. So beaver may not come up here and work this one, but if you're in an area where the beaver are, they'll be up here definitely clogging it up. When you come back check in the morning, they'll have debris in there, limbs pushed down in it, trying to hold that water. But we've got that foothold right here on this trail. If they do decide to come up here and work on that foothold's guarding it there. Just gonna get this raccoon out of here and reset back in this trail. You can see it, just a perfect little tunnel underneath that grass right there. Drops straight off down to that water. And there's bunches of them, guys. You see that trail coming right around the top edge of this. We've got a 110 right here somewhere on this trail right there. That 110 sitting in it. There's just going to be multiple trails all down this bank, so you can catch a lot of different animals at these locations where these pipes and drains are. There's a beaver. So basically all this is, guys, just this old slough river runs through here, and just a little access point that we could get from the field road up there where the truck's at. Come down here on the side, and there's just 3 castor mounds that were naturally here already. Just come right in there and put that foothold on a drowning rod and put a castor mound right in front of it, and got that catch this morning.
Well, I just barely got him too.
That's what's good with them drowning rods.
Let me go throw him in the boat.
Right up here at that wellhead, Josh has got a dirt hole right on the back side of that wellhead and got a foothold set. Hoping to pick up a cat. He's got it, it's just a regular dirt hole set. Pick up anything, but he knows cats frequent the area, and he's hoping to pick up a cat in it. But those cats are going to be working down the edge of this swamp, you know, looking for something to eat. But anyway, there it is, guys. Another good area would be this point of this out there, and the water comes up this high bank here, little ridge, it'd be a perfect spot to set. And there'll be a trail down it right now that the coons and everything's using. You can see that little foot trail going right down the top of that ridge, and those little things are what we're looking for as trappers. So I noticed as we walked down in here, I noticed this piece of pipe right here, back end of it's all melted and pushed in. But to me, that looks like it'd be a perfect little pipe to shove a beaver carcass back in and set it up here on the front end, pick up those critters going in to eat on that carcass.
Kind of like to get the mud off my hands before I set these. What, cast is still thick on it? You think I'll put some more?
Ah, you can see it there, it's still
It's still wet. That's that St. Francis gold.